Good morning. We are about to hear the first day of evidence of HN53, the former detective inspector of the Special Demonstration Squad. He will appear like HN58 audio only. However, even worse, he will be voice modulated, which will make it stressful to listen to. Donald, what do we make of 53? What can we expect?
Oh, we can expect a talking filing cabinet.
Yeah, supposedly a brain like a filing cabinet.
Well, we've been well set up. He's the last of the SDS managers giving evidence.
That's crazy.
There will be more stuff enclosed, but he's the last, so he's got a lot on his shoulders because everybody's punted all the blame to him.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, there's a lot of times it's been said that, he would know. 53 would know.
He did all the work. Basically, he seems to have done all the work. So we have this thing where Lambert does all the work and Emerson sits and swans around. 58 is pretty much playing the same game. 53 is the new Lambert. Not a good reputation to follow.
No. Jesus.
He's going to have a lot of questions. He will have a long time to think about it over the weekend and maybe catch up with.
Yeah, he's here for 2 days, both today and next Monday. So there's a big gap in the middle, which it'll be interesting to see if there's any sort of Jekyll and Hyde type moments between the two characters we see. That's often the case when this happens. But, certainly today, he's a fresh witness, fresh blood. I mean, as you say, the last of the SDS, we will have other managers, other Met Police staff. Giving evidence over the next few weeks, well, the rest of the month, in fact. But this is the last of the SDS. I can't believe it's got to this point. Obviously, there's the NPOIU to come and many more things.
Closed officers hearings later in the year.
Yeah, there's loads of closed officers hearings. We don't even know how many of those there are. There might be many, many more than there are open ones. But yeah, in terms of, aside from being told that he would know, he had a mind like a filing cabinet. He was the one who did the investigation into James Thompson over the falsehoods and fraudulent nature of Operation Lime. He claims in that report that he always had suspicions and he was expressing his reservations throughout the whole process. We did hear yesterday from 58 that actually, no, he doesn't remember any of that there was no reservations made, and neither was he have any reservations.
Well, the problem is he's a cop, he's lying.
Well, yes, absolutely.
And when you got two people lying, then it's a philosophical conundrum.
It is rather, I mean, I was presented with that conundrum by Alison not so long ago, and she was like, if one always tells the truth and one always lies, who do you believe? When they ask them, and it's like they're both lying. They're both lying. It doesn't work. None of it works.
It's much easier when you got cops.
Yeah. I mean,
the other thing we have is 58. Sorry, 53. We'll have Operation 9. We'll have the Peter Francis litigation.
Yes.
We have the early, he covers 2000, which is really important in terms of Operation Muscat. John Barker, John Dines.
Introduction of Ripper.
And Christine Green leaving, and Rose calling up the office. So 2 days is not enough.
Yeah, 2 days really is not enough. We expect them to be long days. There's a lot for him to be asked about. We hope that given his reputation, which suggests that he won't be able to say, I don't remember, I can't recall, I wouldn't know anything about that, is the last chance really for anybody from the SDS management to show they've got a good memory and that they can recall all those things they did, which were remarkably memorable, I think, by anybody's calculation, really.
Well, given Barr's incredible cross-examination of HN58, it was like, put enough pressure on and the truth comes out. They knew about all of this. Here's the facts. Reality says this happened. Reality. They can't, it's the one thing they can't argue. So as far as I'm aware, it's done Rambo questioning today. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the case.
Okay.
I hope he has got his documents lined up because pressure needs to be applied to 53 to get the truth.
It really does. 53 is a good opportunity. Nobody can everybody else is throwing him under the bus. There's nobody left to come back at him inside the SDS, so he can quite happily kind of spill the dirt on people without fear of them contradicting him when they come in later on. Apart from in the closed, I guess, but he won't have to hear that unless he wants to. I don't know if he did. I don't know if they get to actually.
I don't think they do.
No, well there we go. He's quite safe. 53.
The lawyers do.
The lawyers do, yeah. But 53, go for it, mate. Go for it. You're not my mate.
Yeah.
Really not.
You probably remember him from the time.
Well, you might remember me from the time. Christ. he was in a particular position within the SDS during the time when the majority of the officers were engaged in deceitful sexual abuse of activists. He was there when the unit kind of changed. It stopped being the Special Demonstration Squad and started being the Special Duties Section, or
Squad.
Still a squad.
No one has ever asked a question about that. Is that irrelevant?
Right, yeah. But it happens at the same time as Ripper comes in, and there's supposedly these changes in the unit. It happens during Dell's watch, doesn't it? I mean, it's during that time period where, like, and to believe, if you believe Dell, which I recommend you don't, he was looking to professionalize the unit, like kind of draw it into the core important parts of it. He claimed he was prevented from doing that. I don't believe any of that either particularly, but certainly there was a change in the culture during the time that changed the culture, changing some of the rules governing the deployment of undercover officers. What we actually seen is a lot of copy and paste, tick boxing, rubber stamping of what these new rules was they came in.
Yeah, it was basically they saw it as a way of covering themselves rather than actually. There's not a single shred of evidence that anyone has seen that they changed anything. In fact, all they did was create paperwork to make things more obscure. Yes,
a lot of paperwork, which a person here bores me to tears. I know Bristle KRS on Twitter is like, this is my love language, going through all the bureaucratic documents, and bless his heart for that. But personally, dear God.
It's like it's the written version of them giving evidence. Every other word's a lie.
Yes.
And that's been generous.
Yeah, and it's all copy and pasted, and it's phoned in basically. Because of the voice modulation, it might be very difficult to hear. A number of co-participants have been allowed to be in a different room where they'll get to hear his real voice. They still won't be able to see him. I don't know what the benefit of it is, but given the history of what the voice modulation often sounds like, it might give you a bloody headache to follow today. The broadcast will start at 10:15. You can tune in on YouTube. The link is in the description. I'll comment on it on the other platforms. Please do follow if you can. I'll be doing videos throughout the day. Thank you to everybody who likes, shares, subscribes, all that stuff. Really makes a huge difference. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay, we'll see you during the first break. Bye for now.